So I finished my first watercolor pad I purchased beginning of this year, which contains only 15 sheets. Right? Today is the 17th of January, so it's almost like once a day I painted. And so this is the last painting from that particular sketch pad, watercolor pad. And I struggle when I see the beautiful flower landscape, and the yellow flowers are blooming all over the place, and the red flowers are blooming all some places. And I like to capture that because I tremendously love the particular landscape. This is a photograph that my work is based on, and it is a beautiful, yellow flowers and the red flowers are blooming, and in the background is a tremendously beautiful mountains. This is Lamlan Pass Lake, by the way. And so, wow, I like to capture this beauty, but always comes up with this little bit, immature, skills of making it. I think most people have struggle to paint the flowers like this because it's so dainty and so small, and the watercolor is supposed to be a big brush stroke and everything. So I understand, and I could have done that like a yellow wash here so that it suggests there's a flowers there and the red wash here and there, but that's also sometimes it's probably not satisfactory. And so anyway, so I don't have any more pad, so I'm going to progress to this big one here, because this one I used to paint, and this is the one that I carried around for how many years, like 20 years or something, right? For a long time. But I still have it, and because I couldn't throw them away. And so I still have this blank watercolor paper, so I'm going to start doing this, but then I have to buy a little bit bigger brush and so forth, so that's going to be interesting to behold. But anyway, so I think I learned, first of all, I used to do that when I was younger, right? So I kind of a hard time to begin with at this long absence. And but once you get started, I think you kind of getting back that particular, the style that you used to have. And so you kind of do that. And during the early on, during my first attempt to master the watercolor, I learned that the values is very important. That the values, which is like a dark part, is like a lighter part, is a contrast. So there's an edge between dark and the light. Edge is very important, like a sharp edge. Especially I think landscape type of painting, I think it's very important. And so I learned that, and I think I learned also color should be also be careful about using lots of different colors, because it's become a little bit busy, I would say. It's not the muddy. Muddy is like a, all colors mixed together, and it's kind of a becoming a brownish, like a darker color tone. But that's not what I'm talking about. And so it has its values, like a dark part and the light part is consistent with other colors as well. When you use a color, like a red dark part and the green dark part, if it's the same values, you have to maintain the same values. And that's kind of difficult because of different colors. But you know, if you squint your eyes and then you can see like a black and white type of pictures, and then you can see that. So probably my goal for next couple of months, probably I focus on the values, edge, and brush strokes, and using more bolder um, stroke, loose stroke rather than tiny stroke. It's all depends on the style too. That some of the professional, beautiful watercolor painters uses this color wash style. That means the one color blend to the other one together, and they had this fantastic, beautiful effect. And that you really have to gain this particular skill by experience, I would say, by doing that. So I like to learn that as well. And also, I think the subject matter, the composition is also very important. And you have to have some kind of emotional, attachment to that particular painting, like composition-wise, the material-wise, like a mood, whatever. You have to have emotional attachment the strong emotional attachment to the painting. And to do that, it's not just a pretty picture. Pretty picture gives you emotional, like a strength of emotional appealing, and that's one thing. But I have to really figure out maybe more composition-wise and more subject matters. I have to select the subject matter as more something like a eye-catching subject matter, or compositions-wise. So that's my next goal. So I hope you enjoyed my watercolor of this size. So this size painting is finished. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So thank you very much for watching this, if you are watching. Bye.